Happy Easter! It's April 9th, 2022, and I'm just starting another vlog. I'm really excited today because I'm going to work on my painting finally. Sundays are painting days, so I finally get to just work on it all day long. But I just had the first experience of having difficulty getting up in the morning and going. Even though my job is a stay-at-home job where I get to work on things that I greatly enjoy, like painting and drawing and stuff. So it's just, I feel like it's kind of important to include that so that anyone taking the path of stay-at-home artist, working from home and all that kind of stuff understands that sometimes it's still difficult. It's not always easy to get up in the morning and do it, even if you're really going to enjoy it when you start. But that being said, I am excited to get started on this, even if it was very difficult to get out of bed. I have a little companion. She's gonna help me out. You might notice a bit of a quality shift in the sound for this video because I'm now recording a voiceover. I just didn't want to leave you guys hanging with nothing but large blank spaces of music in every video, especially as my art production ramps up and my videos end up with more and more long periods of time-lapse painting or drawing. So for this piece, I am going in trying to cover all of the background in a base color that I can go on with many layers later. And I'm choosing this dark burnt orange color that really, I think, represents the bounce light coming through all of these different coins and just making a rich, warm tone. I'll go in with other colors at another point, but for now, I think that this is a very good base layer for the treasure hoard. I'm always a bit concerned at this stage, but I just have to trust the process. So we have added that burnt orange color to every bit of the area where there is actual gold. So actual gold coins. This might be a gold pot, but probably not. But you know, there would be some reflected burnt orange color. I go over the edges of pretty much everything just to make sure that the underpainting has a little bit of all of the colors. Next, I think I'm going to start in up here on the cave entrance. All of the like really background areas need their base colors, so I'm gonna have to lower this so that I can work comfortably up there. It's lunchtime, and I know it looks a little weird right now, but like I said, it's in its ugly stage. It's gonna get some contrast put in there soon, and it'll be looking hopefully pretty good. I haven't done a treasure hoard. I haven't painted a treasure hoard since in like 15-16 years, something like that. I painted one for my brother John. It was a red dragon on a treasure hoard, and that's who I'm painting this for now, is my brother. And hopefully it'll be really cool for him to have like this one right next to the other one, and yeah, seeing the progress will be cool. I'll insert a picture of the original one that I did so long ago, and I'll put the date too, because I can't be entirely certain that it was about what time I said it was. For the background entrance to the cave, I'm using a really pale mixture of ultramarine blue and white and just a tiny touch of yellow to kind of gray it down, and I'm increasing the grayness and the blue tone as I move in to really accentuate that it's getting shadowier as it comes in. I'm also going to be adding some of this color as a highlight to the dragon and the horde and such when I get farther down, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm eventually going to cover it up quite a bit, and you see a little bit of that now. I am going in for a base rock color. This is just a color that I mixed up that is a very, very dark brown. So I used the colors that I already have, that I'm already working with, and I just kind of mixed them up and muddied them up until they were a really nice rock color. And with this color, I'm going to cover as much of that baseboard as I can, not only everywhere where the rocks are, but also where the treasure is, so that I can really define the shadows there and have a cohesive palette. I am almost done with the day. I'm on my last 15-minute break, and then I will be doing 2 more hours. And let's see where we get from there. I'm pretty happy with the progress I've made so far. I've been very excited about this part for a long time. I'm finally painting the dragon, and I'd like to go in with just red right away and start blocking in all of the dragon's colors and patterns, but I really do have to go in with a dark shadowy color first. Now, the original dragon that I did had dark horns and dark parts on its wings, and I think that that's because I read that red dragons' horns get darker as they age. So I thought that would be a cool element to keep, and I'm also going to be adding the red dragon's stripes, because in older versions, I don't believe that red dragons have a striped pattern, but the Todd Lockwood style red dragons definitely have sort of tiger stripes to them, and I think that that is really cool, and I'd like to incorporate that. I'm not going to worry too hard about getting the pattern exactly perfect, because this is an underpainting. I'll be going over it again, and certainly when I come in with the red coloration, a lot of this detail will be lost. So that's my advice to people when they're first starting their painting. Don't worry, you can always paint over it, and you just don't have to have everything in perfect place from the beginning. Just enjoy yourself and enjoy the process, and you will eventually get there. For the dragon's coloration, I just took everything on my palette and scraped it down here where there was some black and just mixed everything together. That way things should be fairly cohesive, and I'm just going to add to that for his base color, for his red. We're on to the final part of the painting for this video. It is looking very nice. I love the fact that I used all of these colors that were already on my palette and just added red to create this really rich red dragon color that I think is just the absolute perfect base layer. It's officially 1 o'clock and I'm done with work for the day. My dragon has all of its base colors in. I think it's turning out pretty good, and I'm excited to see it get out of its ugly stage someday. My power keeps blinking, so this might be the last of you hear from me today. For my work weekend, I just had a lot of fun at home, had a fire, ate some good food, and that is it for this video. But let me know how you like this style of video, and if you have any topics for me to talk about, so that I am not just doing nothing but talking about exactly what our process is going on.